Good morning. I am so sorry, but I totally forgot that I had a curriculum meeting scheduled for today. So I'm going to be in the school, but I'm going to be with Mr. Zimmerly and Mrs. Gerber working on some behind the scenes stuff that teachers have to do. So that being said, I wasn't able to reschedule our bread day. So we're still going to do bread day tomorrow, which means you still need to learn a little bit more about yeast, cellular respiration, and how it relates to the bread making process. I'm not going to be here to discuss it with you, so you're going to just do this on your own. The first thing that you were doing, obviously, is watching this video, as step one told you. Step two, you're going to go to this link, and it's going to take you to a station type site with the bread making resources that I use. Please do these in order as they are on the screen. So, first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. The first three are just videos, just watch them in order. Should be pretty straightforward. You're probably going to hear a lot of the same information that we've discussed the last few days. Hopefully, it makes sense to you. Yeast are doing cellular respiration, just like you and I, in order to produce energy from sugar. That is going to be their way of making your bread rise because as they give off carbon dioxide molecules, it makes your bread nice and fluffy. Please make sure when you get to station 4 that you open this recipe and read the ingredients and the process. I will walk you a little bit more through it here in a minute, but please make sure you read that recipe. The fifth one is a podcast. You're just going to open the slide and listen to the podcast. While you're doing that, Mrs. Springstead has coloring pages for you. They look like this. These are plant cells. This should be some review stuff from last year. You simply just have to color this page. At the very least, you have to color the cell. You don't need to color the background if you don't want to. You don't need to color the title up at the top, but you need to color all the parts of the cell. And the instructions here say on the coloring page, label the cell part where photosynthesis happens and label the cell part where cellular respiration happens. So on your coloring page, find those two places and just write cellular respiration or photosynthesis in that part. Okay? Those are the five things that you need to accomplish today. Tomorrow, our schedule will be a little different. Here is our schedule for tomorrow. We are actually switching specials with the sixth graders so that we can spend all morning making bread. If you've never made bread before, the first thing you have to do is mix your dough and let it rise for about an hour. Then you come back, you punch it down, roll it around a little bit, put it back in your bread pan, and let it rise again before baking. So that means I need to see you twice throughout the morning. So our schedule is going to basically be first, second, third, and fourth core half of the time and then repeated again. So for example, first core you're going to have at the normal time, but it's going to be cut short. It's going to be cut in about half. And then you'll go to your second core, and then third core, and then fourth core. Then you're going to return to your first core class again for the second half. So all of your classes are still going to be the same length. They're just going to be broken into two parts. You will then have a 30-minute steam period, lunch at your normal time, study hall immediately after lunch, and then you'll go to your two specials in the afternoon. I will give each of you one of these schedules tomorrow morning. That way you can have it to keep it so you know where you're going when you're going there. The seventh grade teachers are aware of this schedule, so if you need help, just ask them. You're going to be reporting to Mrs. Followay's room for science class. Mrs. Followay's room is the room on the ramp into the cafeteria. So instead of coming to science class tomorrow, go to Mrs. Followay's room. First period, please report to my room in the morning and we'll walk down together. If you have any questions about bread day, if you have any confusions about cellular respiration and yeast, please shoot me an email. I'll try to get back to you or get with you first thing in the morning if you're confused about anything. Have a wonderful day. Be amazing humans for Mrs. Springstead, and I will see you tomorrow.